Hello, ladies and gentlemen of AGP. My name's Evan Stern. I'm a graduate student in the Interactive Media and Games Division, and I'm presenting On the Shoulders of Giants, a first-person mech combat game that utilizes a second-screen controller. What On the Shoulders of Giants is all about is cast giant war machines that are mechs to most of our genres now. They're pilots who are seen as the sports stars of the Cast Arena League. On the Shoulders of Giants is NASCAR, plus boxing, plus football, plus giant robots. What we hope to accomplish with this is a new sort of interface interaction with second screen controls. This is foremost to promote roleplay and engagement and involvement. And the second most important thing is simulation over simplification. I grew up playing games like MechWarrior, Steel Battalion, and Heavy Gear, games where you actually felt like a pilot of this giant, complicated war machine. Games like Titanfall and Hawken, although fun, I like them too, they make me feel more like I'm playing Call of Duty. It's very twitch, it's very quick. The only thing that makes it any different than running around and shooting an assault rifle is you're shooting rockets and supposedly in a giant mech. And I wanted to bring back that feeling that you felt like an expert, that not anyone could do this. What the second screen affords us is it can be a lot more information conveyed to the player between weapons panels, armors panels, hijacking systems. These are just some possibilities that we can do, but it can convey information and interaction a lot better than, say, a keyboard, which couldn't suddenly start flashing when your weapon's jammed or something like that. You might say, oh, my railgun is completely bonked and I need to repair it. So I push the button really quick that repairs it. Or your armor, it can tell you exactly what pieces of your mech have been destroyed or what's missing, or what needs to be quickly repaired or else you're going to lose it. Hijacking can be a mini game in and of itself. That's where you get to temporarily take over someone's mech and disable some of their systems so you can finish them off. Systems is actually one of my favorite because it does something that a keyboard could never do. It conveys enough information, but you can also interact with it. Everyone knows the stereotypical send all power to the shield. That's what we got here, except we can actually convey that. You don't have unlimited power, of course, so you want to put all your power into weapons and really do some damage? Yeah, go for it, but you're going to be slower because you're draining power from your other components. You'll be slower, you'll not have as much armor and stuff like that. But how would you possibly convey that and give that amount of control through a keyboard or any other type of controller? And as I was saying before, the most important thing is role-playing, making you feel like that pilot of this amazing machine that's just treading down the battlefield and socking someone else's mech in the face. Second screen creates realism with that. You're sitting in a chair, you've got your device over here, you've got your main screen, you've got a controller, you've got a keyboard with some rudimentary buttons that you can kind of push and control your throttle, but most of it is all everything that you're seeing. Oh, there's a timer. I dare any of you to say you wouldn't want to be in this position and push every one of those buttons to see what they did. This is a game for players who want to feel like these guys right here with those huge interfaces and pushing buttons and all kinds of things. Yeah, it's fun. Here's a quick prototype, video of our prototype so far. You can actually drop multiple people in there. We have some walking around, camera shake, shields, shells and rockets that you can fire. And we also, most importantly, have the interaction with the second screen, where you can reload your weapons, overclock them so they fire a little bit faster but does a little bit of damage to you. You can also switch over to systems, give all your power to the shields, increasing your shields a lot, or give all power to the weapons, increasing your weapon damage and how fast you fire as well. And you can actually drop multiple people into this at this time. There we go. What we'll be using? We'll be using Unreal 4. I've been working with the Maestros for a year now, and we used Unreal. So I have familiarity familiarity with it, it's a great system that creates really pretty games. And by that I mean you can get a more professional looking game without doing as much work as some of the other game systems. It also has a lot of pre-made networking hooks, which is great. We'll be using, it's also industry standard. We'll be using Maya and 3ds Max because those are industry standards as well. The gameplay, it'll be team player versus player, 3 mechs versus 3 mechs. It'll be team customization based on mech customization. What that means is you won't say, I'm going to be support, I'm going to be a tank, I'm going to be the damage dealer, and that's it. That's what you get to be. If you want to make a team that's just giant, walking, really tanky units that people can't damage, you can do that. Or if you want to be the chicken walker team with really, really fast little mechs that goes boo, 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 all across the battlefield, and your entire strategy hinges on you not ever getting hit, you can do that, and that's encouraged to experiment with those. Or you can do the more balanced support, that. But it's about giving the players even more of that, I'm a pilot within this arena. Of course, what mech game wouldn't be complete without being able to customize your own mechs? Art references, advanced technology for rich, dirt for the rest, and rich or poor, they're covered in dust. Wild West with giant robots. Probably a lot of you are thinking right now, Firefly. Yes, that is an inspiration. This is actually one of our setting images that we kind of found that we wanted to convey in those areas. And this is actually our art style. We chose a more comic booky feel to the art of mech games because it hasn't been done before. It's interesting, it's exciting. Think 13 if any of you played that, or Cell Damage, which is getting remade. Prior art, obviously, MechWarrior and MechWarrior Online right now. Steel Battalion, which is a huge inspiration, but look at all that junk on that HUD. Couldn't we put that on a second screen? Yeah, we probably could. And then have interaction with it as well. And of course, the Battletech pods, which are done by Virtual Worlds, actually by one of our professors here. And that's the inside of one of them on the left. You have a screen right here, and 3 screens up here, and 3 screens down here, and they're all conveying information to you, and you can interact with them a little bit by pushing buttons, and they tell you new things, and it's really exciting, and you feel like you're piloting one of these mechs. The team thus far, myself as creative director and tech lead, I was the technical director on Avimon Sham's thesis project, Resurrection Insurrection. Our current art director is Alexa Kim, who was actually the art director on that project. Producer Steve Cha, both of those are IMD graduate students. Engineers so far, Matthew Pullman, Jeffrey Chow, and designer James Hughes, another IMD MFA. This is very much our Kickstarter team to get us going in the right direction. People were a little bit concerned in my feedback about scope. And to that I say concentric design, concentric planning. We focus on getting that very basic, what we need to fulfill our proposal, and what we need to make the players involved quickly. Then we build out further and further and further from that very center core in what I'm calling expansions. Here's actually a timeline that will probably change, but we at least have it. A lot of people are worried about, can they leave their mark on this? This is a new interface. This is a new design challenge. If you're a designer and you're like, I want something interesting and exciting that's just starting out, this is second screen. This is what's going on in the industry now. Technically, we're doing something new. And that always creates new awesome challenges to be creative about and find new solutions to. And art, it's a new style that hasn't been done on mechs before. It's awesome. But most importantly is open door policy. Design, engineering, art. Great ideas come from all of them and can influence all of them. And so no matter who you are, you can give us ideas. We'll also be doing state of the game meetings, which is everyone can talk in a town hall format and present their problems, present solutions, tell us how they're feeling about the game. Thank you very much. We're looking for everyone still. If you're interested, talk to me now or when we have time afterwards. Send me an email. And if you want to try the prototype, it's on my laptop right now. Just ask. Thank you very much.